We'll talk about it. We'll talk about what's going on.
So
what is up, everybody? Welcome to another fantastic episode, the 54th episode of the Livewell. News flash for you guys as we let everybody start to trickle on here.
Got to finish watching their commercial.
Yeah, I got to finish watching their commercial. So I'll let everybody kind of jump
answer their survey.
Yeah, exactly.
Decide who they're going to vote for.
For those of you guys,
that's over. Thank God.
For those of you guys who are starting to slowly trickle on, Paul and I got something we're going to tell you guys that we have all come to an agreement on the other day. Starting now in 2023, the live wells are going to stay between an hour to hour 20 minutes, roughly.
Little programming change.
Simply because of the lateness and the timing of it. Done a little bit of research into a few of the other podcasts, and that nice little hole there is somewhere between an hour to hour 15 minutes. That
sweet spot.
Long. Yeah, that's a nice little sweet spot. So
I know that I talked with Danny. I think we're still going to stick. If we get something we can sink our teeth into, we're still going to ride.
Yes.
We're not gonna jump off a juicy topic just because it had got late.
Main exception will be Striper Roundtable Volume 2. Yeah, because I think we could talk for 4 hours. We might do that thing up, dude. We might do that thing like 6:30 or something. Like,
those guys probably still be talking if we let them.
Would be too. Yeah, in all seriousness. So, but we appreciate you guys joining in. Let's go ahead and skip to the business here. Get the business out of the way. As always, the Livewell is brought to you by forheroutdoorapparel.com. You can go to www.forheroutdoor.com. Is clothing that has been created by women, for women, by women, Jennifer and Peyton, you guys hear the same thing all the time. They're absolutely fantastic people. They're so fantastic. Jennifer is so fantastic at what she does, especially that now in store at Fish North, Georgia, you can come get some For Her Outdoor Apparel hats, shirts, hoodies, even got baby onesies.
Nice.
Yeah, we got. Yeah, she brought a lot of good stuff. So we love Jennifer, we love Peyton, we appreciate them.
They get some sun protection when we get back to the warm months.
Yes,
outstanding.
Yes, absolutely. They Jennifer and Peyton are excellent. They're excellent company, extremely comfortable clothing. Can't say enough about them. So come by the store, come get a For Her hat, shirt, hoodie, all kinds of stuff that we got.
I'll say, make sure you check out their social media tomorrow.
Yes,
catch that $5 Friday promo.
Yes, $5 Friday tomorrow. Make sure you hit that up.
forheroutdoor.com.
And before we move on to our next sponsor, real quick, we'll say about For Her. January 19th, here, we will have a special all ladies episode.
We're doing it?
Yes, we're doing it.
We're doing it?
We're doing it.
Let's go.
All special, all ladies only. I don't know if I'm going to be moderating or if Danny's going to be moderating. I really don't know. I
think you just need to let them talk about whatever the hell they want.
Let them go, but I don't know.
Dude, I'm excited for that, dude.
We'll see. I know Jennifer is going to be here.
Check.
I cannot say who else is going to be here because it's a secret. That we will announce the week of.
Okay.
So we're
outstanding.
We're in the works of it. So
I'm excited. This is an idea I had a long time ago.
Yeah.
So I'm glad
this is kind of your baby,
dude. I don't want to take credit, but I'm cool. I'm excited to see it happen. We got some badass female anglers in the area, and
So next week,
let's go.
I'll just go ahead and say it before we get on to our next couple sponsors real quick. Next week is going to be a special power ranking episode.
Check.
Which is going to be pretty cool.
Power ranking.
You need to be here.
Everybody who doesn't like
college
power
football?
ranking.
No.
Georgia won.
Bates.
Barely.
Still counts.
Bates, boats, motors, you name it. 2023. Here we go. Power rankings.
All right.
Nice, dude.
What's going to be good? What do you think is going to be good? What do you think is going to be doing good? What do you need to do? What's going to what is going to be the number one thing that's going to, no matter what, it's going to be a staple in everybody's hand for the entire year at some point.
On 2023.
Yeah, for 2023. Exactly. And then at the end of this month, we will have the legendary Captain Mac Farr will be in studio talking all things Striper.
Outstanding.
All things Stratford. That'll be the weekend of I think it's January 26th.
Sounds about right.
I think
that's the last weekend. Yeah, of the month. Yeah.
Yeah. So I believe it's January 26th. Mac Farr will be here in studio. We are getting this thing, like really trying to jam this thing up and getting a lot more better schedule. Because, to be frankly honest with you guys, I mean, I'll just say it like it is. The past like 4 months, we kind of like sucked. We're just like announcing stuff like the day of. So we're trying to get some more planning ahead so you guys can be ready to go with it. So so that's exciting stuff. That has a little bit to do with For Her Outdoor Apparel, because there'll also be a big announcement that we've already mentioned a few times already, will be taking place on January 19th in studio.
Big announcement.
Big announcement.
Big announcement.
Real big announcement. So with that being said,
get ready for the big announcement.
Red Bobber Gear. Red Bobber, making memories with the little Red Bobber. Go to www.redbobbergear.com. Kyle and them are actually at Surf Expo 2023 down in Florida. You go over to their social media on Facebook, Instagram, whatnot. You can see their setup. They have their setup down there, and it is running all this weekend at Surf Expo. So we appreciate Kyle and Red Bobber Gear. Go support them guys. They got some cool looking stuff too. We got some great. We
got any of those Cryptek hats left?
Yeah, yes.
Those are sharp.
Yes. We have between Jennifer and Peyton at For Her, and between Kyle and his family at Red Bobber, we have some real good swag in the store.
Yeah.
You need to come check. You need guys, if you haven't already, you need to come check it out. So Red Bobber Gear, check them out. You can also come in here again, like I just said, come into the store. You can come check his stuff out. And as always, Buford Dam Bait and Tackle. Dave, Allen, and the guys, they're great people. They will set you up. They will get you ready for your next fishing trip, and they will give you honest feedback, opinion. They sell live bait, as always. They got some of the finest herring and some of the finest shad. I don't know what all else they have right now currently, but they have some good bait there.
They have Trout TNT.
Trout TNT products, absolutely. So go check them out. 2595 Buford Dam Road, Cumming, Georgia 30041, or call Dave, Allen, and the guys at 706-429-7211. Go to Buford Dam Bait and Tackle and tell them the boys at Fish North Georgia sent you. And of course, Jason Sayers with J&S Contracting Services, serving Georgia's Lake Country for over 20 years. Give him a call at 706-816-2049. And Elite Landscaping and Pressure Washing, same number. Guys, you need something to get pressure washed. You need a new house built. You want a new barn put up. You want a deck patio done.
I need both.
Call Jason up. He'll get you guys set up. He does all kinds of good work. He's a fantastic guy, and he's a friend. He's a fellow fisherman, and he's a friend of the show. He's a friend, and you guys got to see him, fish with me a couple weeks ago. So he's a great guy. Be fishing the Toyota Series also this is coming up season, which will be kicking off pretty quick.
Really quick.
The Toyota Series will
Season's right around the corner.
Yeah, it's here in a couple weeks. They'll be heading to Florida, I guess, won't they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
for the first one.
Quick. Yeah. Be Harris Chain? Okeechobee?
The first Toyota Series?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the Elites go to Okeechobee.
Yeah.
Then the Invitationals go to Okeechobee.
Yeah.
So, down in Florida.
South Florida's going to be
all starts there.
NPFL starts somewhere. They haven't announced the first one yet, but they should be here in the next week or two.
What's the rumor?
I can't say.
Oh, good man.
It's centralized. There you go.
Good man.
I don't know.
As long as it's not Cumberland.
Yeah. Dude, that was the worst.
Still hollow?
Why'd you have to bring that up?
As long as it's about Cumberland.
Chick?
I don't know.
Let's start a rumor. Let's start a rumor.
Oh, we might start a rumor here in a few minutes. And last but not certainly least, I actually got to see Mr. James Collins himself yesterday here in the store. Rachel Collins with 400 Homes. Call Rachel at 770-310-0599 or reach out to her at rachel@400homes.com. She is on the mend. She is doing very well from her post-surgery. And, of course, as always, she is right back here. Her beautiful face. She's ready to sell you a home as soon as she gets ready to get right back on the mend. I know James told me that she was going stir crazy because she she's been confined for a little while, so she's ready to get back after
hit the ground running.
Yeah, exactly. She's 100% ready to hit the ground running. So we appreciate our sponsors. We appreciate all you guys. Can't say thank you enough. And as always, if you want to get your business or anything out there, feel free to hit myself up, hit Danny up, hit Paul up, whoever, hit Skinner up. Skinner's behind the board tonight. He's behind here the board, letting Paul sit up here tonight. So hit any of us up if you got anything, if you want to be a part of this fun-filled extravaganza, whether it be the Livewell, whether it be the Patreon, whether it be the live fishing, which will start back up next week. I will talk about what happened to me this weekend here shortly. And I was going to go today, and Josh got stomach virus and gave it to everybody except for me. So
lucky man.
Yeah, exactly.
Stomach virus.
Yeah,
like
stomach
what?
virus. They
Turkey.
Yeah, they all got. No, I don't really know what. I think they got it from an unnamed restaurant that we will not name.
Oh, I've been there.
Yeah. So I think they all went there to eat because I didn't go eat. They went to go eat there the other night. So, and they all got sick now. So they're battling stomach virus. Yeah, exactly. But we're not going to name the restaurant. So, let's just dig right into this thing.
Should have had some of that pizza from LJ. They'd have been just fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I was going to bring encheladas and Spanish rice.
Yeah, I texted you. You should have texted me about 30 minutes earlier, and I would have been like, "Heck yeah, bring them on. Be ready to go." Guys. Again, but if you want to know about any kind of sponsorship opportunities, reach out to any of us. All right. Let's get started with this. Questions, answers, and tournament talk for this year in 2023.
Give us the comment section, Nathan.
Give us the comment section up, Nathan. We've already got about a good amount there that are pretty up.
Happy New Year.
We're not doing a $5 Friday tomorrow. Oh, okay. All right. So hi Drew. Well, there's
I guess you got to be quick if you want to catch those For Her Outdoor promos.
Yeah, so you got to be quick. You got to be quick for sure. So what's up, everybody? Good to see everybody. Buenos Aires. Nice. Whoa, awesome. Enrique Marino. Outstanding, dude. Absolutely.
Can you put us on some golden Dorado?
Yes, we need some Dorado. Yeah, exactly. We will all come down there and we will come find some Dorado. We would love to catch one. So
I don't know. Are any of y'all wing shooters too?
Yeah, I'll do it.
I want to go to South
America.
They
got some crazy duck hunting.
I want to go catch I want to go catch a wolffish.
Oh,
yeah, that looks cool. Wolffish.
Yeah, those are freaky.
They like jigger pole for those almost, don't they?
Yeah. So. That's interesting. Yeah.
Wolffish, what we know is sea bass. That's what they colloquially call sea bass in like the restaurants. It's just like a complete.
No, you're thinking about
the Chilean sea bass.
Yeah, the Chilean.
That's a monkfish or something.
It's not monkfish. Monkfish is the poor man's lobster.
Listen.
Now, Chilean sea bass is a it's a Patagonian toothfish.
There it is.
It looks like a bass saltwater version.
That's different.
Yeah, it's a Chilean.
Listen, Skinner's going to he's going to Google that for us. So all right, so we're just going to jump right into it. Questions, answers, and tournament talk. This entire 1 hour. A little over an hour worth of talk is going to be strictly with you guys that are watching. You come with us with any questions. We have a professional over here.
Kind of.
We have kind of a professional
working on it.
We have a weekend warrior here, and then we have a kayak angler, and we also have another kayak angler behind. Two of us. So all four of us that sit here, we fun fish. We go fun fishing. We tournament fish. We also don't just fish one body of water. We fish multiple bodies of water, whether we have, like me and Paul talked about, I know most people start in January, start thinking about different locations.
What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Where are you going?
You got plans? Where are you going? Yeah. Everyone's like, you always want to try to go someplace else, whether or not be on the tournament schedule or not, you want to go somewhere else. Mm-hmm. Or it may be on your tournament schedule, maybe a body of water you never fished before in your life. We're going to talk about all that kind of stuff tonight to try to get you guys here with the first episode of 2023. We're going to start off on the right foot and start getting the ball rolling down the lane. So you guys come with questions. We're going to talk amongst each other. And we're going to have a lot of fun. So text everybody. If you got a buddy that's not watching, text them and tell them, say, hey, get on there and ask questions. So we had one question already.
No.
Are you what? Are you gay? What? Oh no.
No, we're not.
No.
Reach for the block hammer for that one,
I don't
Nathan.
know
See
about
ya.
I don't know about that one, dude. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Ron Swinford here comes with the first. Oh well, Joseph Castleberry had the first question. The outsider. We were actually talking about the outsider.
We were.
Outsider.
We mentioned that.
We were speaking. Have you seen the outsider, Rob, from
I'm
Spro?
texting people to come on, but go ahead.
Have you seen the outsider from Spro?
No, what is that?
Paul, you want to explain it?
Yeah.
New crankbait lineup they just dropped. It looks like they got a small square bill, something middle of the road, kind of similar to Little John, and then one that's a bit larger. And it doesn't look like a true flat side,
Right.
It's got that kind of inverted V
Yeah.
like body style. They say they got the weighting on the bottom, so it flies a little better, stays true.
Really?
Probably deflects off cover and comes up off of cover quicker.
Yeah,
Maybe to promote a reaction shot.
that was good looking bait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a specific
2175.
2175? That's got to be a
And-
fish catcher.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
That's
that
crazy.
slowed down the conversation a little bit.
What's that?
Ching, ching.
Ooh, boy,
Yeah.
I'm tell you what.
$20 for a crankbait. Huh?
You guys are
Better be
coming
good.
up with some good questions already. We got a couple other questions already coming through right here. So let's get on down to Ron Swinford there. What effect do you guys think this cold snap followed by a major warming trend will do to the local fishing? Ron, get on Facebook and just look. Everybody is like smashing PBs and stuff. Deshaun, shout out
Deshaun Johnson.
Johnson. He caught a 6'4" spot today.
That's sick. I saw that.
Yeah.
That is a
With several four pluses.
Yeah.
yes.
Oh no, we
had a
texted back and forth a little bit. He
He had
said
a good
he's got video of him catching 40 plus out of one ditch.
So that's a mag bag.
Dude.
Yeah.
Dude, he,
Just
And he's a
annihilating.
kayaking, right?
yeah, he's
Yeah,
kayak
yeah.
angler. Yeah. He works down at Cabela's in Ackworth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
We
what.
gotta get you one of them kayak. Get you one of the kayak trails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give it a leg, dude.
I'll try it.
Hey, dude, it's fun.
You know, I'll do
It's
something
fun.
different.
Most of the time I say no.
Yeah. I mean,
That's my
I like to do
most of
something
them.
different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's Adam. He's Adam Savage Fishing. What's up, Rob?
What's up, Adam?
What's up, Adam? How are you doing? Let's see here. Are you so as far as the effect though, and to kind of get a little bit better of an explanation? This is just your atypical winter warming trend that always happens in North Georgia. We have a cold snap, and then a major cold snap, and then
Yeah.
we have a major warming trend, and the bass just like go crazy, and they want to feed,
Eat while they can.
eat while
Yeah.
they can. Exactly. Do not think that this warm weather is going to stay, guys.
Nope.
It ain't gonna stay. It ain't gonna stay. Enjoy it while you can. So let's keep on going down the list here. Guy B, are you finding any large schools, or are there spots? Are all the spots all scattered? Well, let's talk about that a little bit there. Rob fished today. He fished on Notley.
Yep.
What did you see on Notley today?
Well,
up there.
I covered. Well, I started fishing dirty water,
Mm-hmm.
so up the creeks and stuff like that as far as I can, and just. I mean, I can see fish. I just couldn't get bit, so went to find some cleaner water and some points, and yeah, the spots weren't schooling.
They weren't
They
ganged
were
up.
no, they weren't not ganged up. There was
They weren't
one after another, but they were good fish. I mean, I caught silver threes, a couple
Nice.
dinks here and there,
What were you leaning on?
jerk baits.
Okay.
Yeah, my
Jerk
points.
bait bite
Yeah.
finally starting to here got Rob.
Yep.
You know, saying he's got on a jerk. He got on a jerk bait bite today. There hasn't really been a big loud hurrah this winter of a jerk bait bite really happening.
Yeah,
Too
but they
good.
swallowed that thing today. It was weird.
So they're eating it.
Yeah.
today. That's a good sign.
Yeah.
They start eating the jerk bait. That's a good sign. They try to get that thing in their mouth. That is
Yeah.
like when you know you're done. So pretty much, I'll just say it whether you want to say it or not. You were kind of dialed in.
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, I had to leave a little early. It was only a few hours. You know, actually, the first time I fished since the last tournament.
Yeah.
So
It's been about 2.5 months, right? That's what you
it's-
said.
Yeah, it's been a while, so
Yeah.
it was pretty cool just to get out again.
Just
you
to
know?
get out there, yes.
Yeah.
No leaks in the boat.
No, nothing.
Motor
Boat ran
ran
great,
great.
you know, and I put some stabilizer in there. So, you know, if you're gonna keep your boat sitting for quite some time, you know, I recommend to do that. So
Yeah. Okay. So Rob got after it today. I did not. I was here at the store. I don't think Paul got after it either. I don't
Oh,
think Skinner got after it.
I got after
either.
work.
I think out of all of us, I think a lot of people, I think it's going to be hard to deny that Deshaun, out of everyone around here that we know, got after it the most.
He waxed him yesterday too. He put up a number.
He did. So Deshaun, if you watching now or you're watching at a later date, congratulations on busting a 6'4", dude. That is a one. We won't cut the cheddar on it. That's one hell of a fish. Dude.
That's a good fish.
That's a
That is
big
one
time
hell of a
spot.
fish. That's a big fish. I mean, I haven't broke 6 yet.
I'll tell you,
Lanier's over 5, but I've never broke
Lanier's
6.
been pushing out some 6s pretty regularly here this fall.
I need to find me one.
Like, it's been surprising.
I can't find me one. Every time I catch one, it's close to 6, and it's like they put it on scale 588. I'm like,
You
whatever.
find a crawdad knocking around in the live well.
Just a few ounces shy. Yeah, exactly. I need one of these. I need one of them to put in there. So yeah. So are you all right? Since we're fishing Burton this year, how does it fish in conjunction with how Lanier fishes? That's Tracy talking about my new bass club that I started. We are going to Burton in November. Burton in November is
Way to bury the lead on starting your own club, by the way.
yeah.
We'll talk about that later. Tell us about Burton
It's
now.
Quiet. It's been quiet. I'm about maxed out already, so don't be coming at. Don't be a bunch of people be coming at me wanting to get in.
Look at that smirk.
Yeah,
Smirking while he's trying to be humble. Well,
No,
it ain't no big deal, but
it ain't no big deal. It ain't no big deal. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fantastic. You guys are gonna hear about it. Whether you hear about it tonight or not, I don't know, but we might talk a little bit about it. But
tell us about Burton.
Burton in November is pretty much for me. When I go in November, it is strictly a HUD to a glide bait, with some jerk bait action, depending upon the conditions. Don't throw much on the bottom on Burton, dude.
I've never been to Burton.
I don't really throw a whole lot on the bottom on
Now,
Burton.
did you creep the HUD or you steady retrieved?
Steady retrieved it.
Okay.
Yeah, steady retrieved it. Just points,
Yeah.
pumps, backs to creeks, around docks, depending upon the situation.
I think that's
in November.
that chain of lakes. That's the big difference up there. Is those big boat houses? Are
Yes.
just
Yeah,
totally,
they have set
totally
boat-
different.
They have wooden boathouses with multiple cross members, like on Oconee or any of those lakes. You fished any lakes that have stationary boat docks.
Yeah.
with multiple cross member pieces of wood. That's the way. Now take that. Normally you see those in less than 10 feet of water. Put some of those in like 30.
Burton's deep.
It's
Yeah.
got some-
Oh, yeah.
it's got some
Mountain
deep
lakes have
water
got
in
some
it.
depth.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some that are built up there.
They're
Towers.
pretty too.
Yeah.
It's cool. Up
That's a
there.
millionaire. It's the millionaire's playground.
That's where Saban has a place at.
Yeah.
Yes.
Doesn't Kirby have a place up there too?
I don't know about that.
Or
Alan
Rick might have.
Alan Jackson used to live up there. I don't think he lives up there. He had Alan
No
Jackson's
way.
boat on Burton. I got to see Alan Jackson on lake years ago. He had a wooden Boston Whaler, like immaculate. And then
Was he skiing on one?
he
one
wasn't
water
skiing.
ski?
He was driving it. Guess what the name of his boat was? Had pearl
Surprise
inlay
me.
paint.
Surprise me.
Hoochie Coochie.
No way.
Of course it was.
That was the name.
Of course it was.
It was like a Boston Whaler, dude. It's like wood stain.
Oh, there's nothing like a vintage
Immaculate.
whaler, dude.
Wow.
They're pretty.
Yeah, it was crazy. And there he is, Alan Jackson. He's like,
Hoochie coochie.
he's like, that's right. So yes, got my motor fixed. Yes, I did. I got it fixed. Took care of that between Sunday and Monday. Me and Farmer were gonna go fishing Sunday, and I had catastrophic failure, but I got it fixed. We're good to go. She's running back up and running good. Let's see, Casey Blanton. Good to see you, buddy. We got any other questions above that? Okay,
You
so
had a house on Blue Ridge, and Goldberg had one on you too.
that's Drew, Mr. Drew Patterson. With this warm from, what does he say? Pull that up.
Pull that up and highlight that for everybody.
Yeah.
There we go.
With this warm from front, I assume after the really cold, will they kind of do an early spring bite? No. They're still, listen, fish ain't dumb. They know it's not fun to go to the bank. They will go, some will go shallow, but if you notice where some will be shallow, if you pay attention to where you catch shallow fish right now, they're really, really, really close to some deep water. They may be up there in a foot or two of water, but they don't have very far to go to get back.
They're near where the water's pushing out.
That is true too.
Because I saw that today.
Well, so you've seen that today?
Yeah, I was throwing one of the jigs you made.
Okay.
And
did you catch
I
one?
Yeah, a couple of them.
Yeah.
I just didn't take pictures today. Today I was just running around, just trying to work my kinks and see if I actually can still catch a fish. It's been 2.5 months.
So you got bit on the True Grit.
Yeah, I did.
How'd you like it?
It was fun.
It's good. Got a big old hook in it.
Yeah.
Don't miss them.
No, I never miss them.
Exactly. He said, "I never
swing hard."
Swing hard.
I actually did not
swing hard and
one
true.
fish today, which was pretty impressive. So I was happy.
Hey, that's good. That's good. That's good. I like that. So, we were talking about Burton, Michael Temples.
Go ahead and highlight that one too, Skinner.
Talking about Burton.
Yes,
had a house up on. Grandparents had a house on Burton for 30 years, and the fishing was awesome. Those marinas hold some big pigs. What marina?
Docks, I reckon.
It's probably the docks. There ain't no marina on Burton, Michael. It is all private. We gotta go to Burton.
Yeah,
we gotta go to Burton. You like Burton. Let's see. We got Dane, Randy, all you guys, Jonathan, all you guys. What's up? There's the birthday boy, late birthday boy there. Justin Butler, Fishing Days. It was his birthday last week.
He was catching some fish.
And he got away from it. He got away from us because guess when his birthday was?
It was Thursday.
Thursday.
Oh, so that's what they was doing when
that's
he
where
run
him
into
and
Sal.
his fiance were going.
That's
Sal. Yeah, they were going out. He said they're going out to eat. Yeah, so I don't know.
Justin, come see us. Be on the show, man.
Yeah, he said he's planning on it. He said he's going to plan on coming soon. So no Q&A for the upcoming Burton tournament.
Y'all in the blackout period already.
What's his upcoming Burton tournament?
Yeah, what's this upcoming Burton tournament? I didn't know that.
When?
I don't know when that is. I know there was one this past weekend. There's always one on New Year's.
Is there?
On Burton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
takes some weight.
There is a ABA division out of Notley next weekend.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah. Nice.
There, next weekend, the 14th or whatever.
Yeah. See some of them up there.
100%. So. Casey Blanton, that's the name I hadn't seen in a minute. Look at him, Casey. He said, anybody jumping in the Cherokee County Bass Club Trail this year? I was going to, but got thrown in on the club. Just start running a club. I was going to come, but I was going to come join you guys, and that got sideways.
Instead, you got elected president.
Instead, I got elected president of a new bass club. So talking about you guys, I appreciate you guys that are already commenting and stuff, and keep the comments rolling, keep the questions coming. More importantly, let's talk real quick in terms of this. Let's talk a little bit about is the new year 2023. Let's talk about a little bit of some preparation things that you might need to go to. What are some things? Let's every single one of us answer. Even Nathan come around when we get to you. We'll do you last, Nathan, and you come around too for your own stuff. Because, like I said earlier, all four of us fish tournaments. All four of us also fun fish.
Yep.
First and foremost thing is like a big question for this: fun fishing to tournament fishing. Is your mindset different?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. I think all four of that's why I think all four of us when it comes to fun fishing, I think our mindset is a little bit different than it is when it comes to tournament fishing.
Yep.
So the reason why I bear that question is because from you guys that are watching, I will talk about the new club, Casey. I will talk about it here shortly. I will. So in terms of preparation, for me, I'll start out by going with me real quick. When I'm going to go fun fishing, if I'm just going to go say, I pretty much go say, I have three modes of fishing for me. I have fun fishing, I have practice, and I have tournament. If I go fun fishing, I'm mainly going to go say, I'm going to go throw something that's fun. What's something that I would enjoy if I get a few bites on that? It will just be fun to catch some fish on. Let's just go throw a top water all day long. Whether or not it's maybe it's a little hit or miss. Like in summer or late summer or something like that. I'm just gonna go fun fish. I'm just gonna throw it all day long. Let's just go see what happens. Practicing, I kind of have a little bit different mindset to where I'm actually trying to find, okay, what kind of patterns can I find? Where's a place that potentially I can just forego, not even worry about a pattern first thing in the morning. I can go straight to it and boom, 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 5 in the live well, and then let's go on about my own business and going on from there. I get a little more detailed into practice and with a lot of things that I pay a little bit more attention to. And then tournament fishing. It's game on. It's game time. Time to go. We're looking for 5. Looking for 5 of the right ones to try to win. So that's kind of my thing between fun fishing. There's the 3 modes of fishing that I kind of go through. Paul, what do you do from a kayak game? We'll mix it up. We'll cross it up here. We'll go from bass boat guy to kayak guy. Then we'll go back to bass boat guy and then back to kayak guy.
I would say that a lot of times I'm probably in those same mindsets. Like a fun fishing trip is just kind of load the boat. You want to go catch as many as you can. I'll say that I probably do a lot of like technique specific practice. Like when I started fishing swim baits a lot, like I went a year where the glide bait rod was the rod that was in my hand. Like I just put in a lot of work until I started just having success and just like forced it on them.
Yeah.
And you learn you don't catch a lot of fish doing that, but you learn a lot. Tournament day, sometimes it depends on the venue for me. Kind of how I think I'm going to do. Like a river, like I might stick with kind of my confidence basic stuff and just hope to weed through a bunch of them and pick out 5. And if I catch 40, I feel like I'll get 5 somewhere in there that are okay. But if you start building that bag too, you can always tackle up. You can, make that switch, Ned rig out, full size jig in, and go to those big fish.
But you can do a lot of the same things with whether you're in a bass boat, john boat, kayak too.
Yeah, absolutely. Still water for me, probably tournament, like again, because we have to pick an area. Like I can't run. So for me, usually it's going to start with map work. I'm going to be looking kind of seasonal patterns, whatnot, where I expect them to be. Might be making a few calls, like leverage the network a little bit, narrow it down.
Let me stop you right there because you said something real crucial right there. For the guys who are watching that may not have ever thought about that before, how important to you do you believe that if you want to make a significant jump this coming up year in your tournament or just in your fishing expeditions that you go on, how important from a kayak standpoint do you really think that if someone's watching has never done map work, how important is it? How important can you convince them that they need to pick up a map this year?
On still water in a lake or a reservoir, it is invaluable.
Okay.
To be able to read and understand what you're seeing on that map and apply that to what the bass should be doing. Obviously, they're never doing exactly what they should do.
Okay.
But to get you in the ballpark, that ability and that information, I don't know if you can undersell it.
Yeah, I think that what's good too is in a kayak too, because I went for a long time without having a fish finder or a graph in my kayak, but I had Navionics on my phone, which you still have contour maps.
Like, yeah.
Do yourself a favor and download the Navionics app on your phone because you can still get contour maps of all the big lakes and stuff. And then you can go out there and be on your phone and say, okay, this is what that's doing. And you can compare it to what you see on the bank and you can start triangulating and recognizing what's happening on the bank and what does that mean is happening underneath the water. That is something I worked on all this past year. In the kayak game, it has changed how I fish significantly and for the better. Yeah.
What do you think about that, though? And I wasn't trying to cut you off.
No, you're good.
I just when you said that about mapping, I was just thinking.
No, I think it's a good point. It's something we don't talk about very often. Yeah,
exactly.
I think I look at maps all the time.
Yeah.
All different lakes and Google Maps. Like for instance, you have the Navionics. I use the Humminbird.
And Lake
The
Master.
Lake Master's awesome, especially on your phone and stuff. So, I mean, if you're just gonna go blind fish nowadays, it's like a dime a dozen. Like you have to like prep for it, mapping the contours, knowing where you're at, how deep you are. Even like you said, if you don't even have a fish finder, but if you have that map and the contours, you can kind of look at your surroundings and kind of pinpoint. Logistically,
you understand where you need to be.
Yeah, you know where deep you are. Yeah.
Edwin McEvers has a great series on his YouTube channel. If you guys don't know who he is, he's one of the greatest pro bass fishermen alive right now, but he has a great series on YouTube about pre tournament, like the week of a tournament, looking at Google Earth Pro, looking at maps, mapping lakes before you even get there. He has a great series on that. And there's a great YouTube channel called Fish the Moment, where he talks about a lot about mapping and reading your fish finder and stuff like that. Those are invaluable things to learn and know.
Those are huge skills to have.
It's huge.
Well, especially if you're traveling a lot, you're going somewhere where, you know, I can fish Lanier 50 weeks a year if I want, you know.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ken. Appreciate it. Got some more coming up, dude.
And you can build that kind of mental picture there. But like kind of honing that map reading skill, if you're going to travel and go somewhere unfamiliar, like you do, Rob, like you need to be able to, because you're going somewhere that you've never seen before.
Yeah. Even bank guys, you ask Jeremiah, he has
Jeremiah.
He has a paper
maps.
He has paper maps, and he goes and he circles areas where he knows he can bank fish.
Mm-hmm.
Then he looks at the contour maps around that, and he knows exactly what he's doing. It's even from the bank, you can utilize paper maps and be super successful. Like,
I like a good paper map.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
There's something about being able to.
We have some up here at Fish North Georgia.
We do have some at Fish North Georgia. We got some of Lanier, Allatoona, Blue Ridge, Burton. I don't know where else. We got a couple more.
It's invaluable.
My comment about the maps, though, and we'll let Paul continue back onto it, is there are guys in the past 10, 12 years, give or take, and I know beyond, but mainly big league time in the past 10 years. There are guys who are getting paid a salary to go out on pontoon boats to map these lakes.
Mm-hmm.
Utilize their time on their time that they went through to make these maps.
Yeah.
They're doing it for us.
Yeah.
They're doing it for the companies, Lowrance, Humminbird, Garmin, whatever. They're doing it for their time. Utilize their work that they're doing.
Yeah.
They're getting paid to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Why not utilize it? You know,
Yeah,
I mean, they're putting a lot of effort into it.
Even Genesis has their social map free. Like, you go on
That's
Genesis
one
website.
That doesn't get talked about a whole lot. Inside Genesis.
You can go to Genesis. You can go sign up free for their social map, and users can go and upload their sonar trips, and they will make a free map. And this is great for lakes that don't have maps, like Hickory Log and Latham.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Oh, way to let that juice out.
Don't care. Don't care. It's there.
Justin already said that over there. He said, "You just let the secret out." So
whatever.
I know.
It ain't secret. It's out there. If I find out about it, it ain't secret.
Yeah.
Just picking on you, Nathan.
Well, no, if you're fishing those regional lakes, like definitely you have to be able to drill down. And kind of find that information.
So continue do you remember where you left off?
About
continue though.
I don't know, where was I at?
You were talking about going into tournaments.
Yeah.
So I think for the tournament, I think you've got to start with your map work. You try to isolate that area. Like if I'm lucky, I get a practice day.
Mm-hmm.
You get to run around and try to get a feel for what's going on, and then for me, at least, I have to project a week out from that practice day. Like, what did I do today? Was it good? Was it bad? Like, and that's usually where it all falls down for me. Like, I in general don't practice well.
Yeah.
And so I end up having to show and go on tournament day.
Yep. So do you think, you said you don't practice well? In general, you don't practice well. Do you think you put too much thought into practice?
Yeah.
You think so?
I think honestly, I think a lot of the times, like I feel like I don't do enough stuff during practice.
Yeah,
you try to force feed them like the conventional wisdom type stuff, and maybe you get a few, and maybe you don't.
Okay. Do you feel like you've done that?
But like, what did it say?
Like what he was talking about, where he said, "I don't do enough stuff." Being that,
well, I pick apart areas. If you're struggling during practice, obviously you're never going to go back there during a tournament.
Yeah.
So you're eliminating spots from the get-go. So it's still a positive, even though you're struggling. I can see that, you know.
See, but it's the thing for me is sometimes like when you go out and you get skunked, like you wear the collar, you get no result. You're like, well, is it me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, did I just do the wrong thing? And this was like, this area was good all along. Or it's kind of making that decision as well. And you find sometimes like conditions can change vastly. Like I had an event on Chattooga a couple of years ago. I fished and it was like brown water, chocolate milk. I could have got out of the boat and walked on it. It was so thick. And I caught a couple on a jig and I was like, okay, cool. And I came back the next week not realizing that Chattooga moderates incredibly quickly.
Mm-hmm. Small body of water.
Yeah, and that water had cleared up substantially, and everything had changed.
Yeah.
And that was a hard lesson to learn.
So you went scramble mode.
Yeah,
like most
and then,
all of us do. We go in scramble mode.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think I saw some really good points, especially coming from a kayak guy, because I think one thing being that kayak guys, and I'm not saying anything bad about you two guys. I'm not at all. You guys have to make extremely more so than me and Rob.
Can't run
compared to me and Rob. We can run. We can go where we want to go. This place sucks.
Can't run
somewhere else. Yeah. You guys have to make calculated, decisive decisions on what you do. Now, because the effort that it takes for you guys to say this place sucks, and you go back to where you put in at and take out and go somewhere else, it's time that you lose.
Yep. I can't be at Buford and say it's bad and run to Lula.
Yes. Because you're going to lose over an hour of time.
You can't hook. I mean, you'll lose time by the time you put the boat.
I would say obviously, I can make the big move if I want to. But
you're just talking about losing daylight.
Yeah,
you losing light time.
Well, it's the time management.
Yeah,
like Rob, I was kind of curious to pick your brain about that. Like, what's the importance of time management for you?
So let's get into that. What do you? Because you fish at a professional level.
Yeah,
none of us do. You do though. Sitting in this table, you fishing for some big money. I would say time management for you is probably, we look at time management.
That's cold, Tyler.
We probably look at time management and we probably put some stress on it. But the stress that me, Paul, and Skinner put on time management from the level that we fish at compared to the level that you fish at, it could be, I would say that it weighs heavier on you. What does it not?
It does. I mean, you got to make sure you have areas that very close to the ramp so you can utilize your time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're not running from point A, all the way to the other end. You're working around the lake and just working your way towards the ramp, utilizing your time that way.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with practice. You go in practice and you're going to find those areas.
Yeah.
And then hopefully,
what is it? And maybe this is a little too close to the bone. What do you need to see in an area for you to be like, yeah, I could come back here? Do you need to catch fish? Do you need to see just kind of a confluence of conditions?
I need to catch a fish.
You need to catch a fish.
Yeah, I
need to.
You
got to have that in your mind.
Yeah, unless I can figure something on my live scope and they're stacked up, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to leave this alone. But I need to catch something.
Has the scope made that easier?
Yeah, it does. Breaking water down a lot easier. Like today, trying to find them. I found one cruising. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna drop a flathead. Doink. Like, 2.5 pounder. But it was random,
Yeah.
Gotta ask the question though. We're sitting here real quick.
Yeah.
Answer it quick. Gotta ask the question though, because now I've joined the league on that with LiveScope.
Trader.
Shut up, Nathan. Gotta ask you the question.
I know, right?
Gotta ask you the question. Do you feel today? Do you feel you would have had a semi successful day that you said you had in the couple hours that you fished without LiveScope, or do you think LiveScope played a huge factor in to say that you wouldn't have caught some of those fish without LiveScope?
No, LiveScope played a huge factor.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I had areas, obviously I fished during the wintertime, and I drop it. I've spent about 15, 20 minutes. I'm like, if I don't see what I'm looking for, I pick it up and go.
How many fish did you catch today? You remember?
7.
How many of those do you think you would have caught if you didn't have LiveScope? Honestly.
If I didn't have, maybe 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. So see,
because that was bank
caught
fishing.
A limit off of LiveScope.
Yeah, that was bank fishing.
Yeah.
I was watching water come down on a little in the back of a creek. Water was pushing out of there, just throwing that jig up in there and just dragging it, doink. But I didn't see that on LiveScope.
Yeah.
All my fish I caught on LiveScope, with the drop shot today and the jerk bait, obviously I saw on LiveScope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So before we get to Nathan, I don't know, we got a lot of questions that we're going to come right to here. We're going to get back to the questions here in just a second after we get done with Nathan giving up what he's going to say. I got one question to ask you in terms of this. Do you feel, Rob, that, because we got one thing right there with Casey, and I want to ask about this. Do you feel that if you have a crappy practice leading into a tournament, do you feel going to the tournament that you're not going to do any good?
Yeah.
All the time?
Yeah. I got to have a decent practice.
Okay.
I got to have some confidence.
Casey said, I always do the best with no practice, which makes zero sense, is what he says.
Because he's lucky.
Like,
Some guys got it. Some guys got it.
Some guys got luck.
Like,
I'm just kidding.
I'll go and say the one thing it does, like to show and go, you don't have any preconceived notions.
Yeah.
So if there has been a big change since that practice period, you don't have like old information influencing your decision making.
You keep the expectations low, no one gets disappointed.
Yeah. So Skinner.
Yeah.
Before we get to these questions right here, I just wanted to pick that one question out and ask Rob, because out of all of them, he's fished for more money than we have.
Yep. Absolutely.
Skinner.
Yeah.
Fun fishing, practice, tournament.
I fish them all the same.
You fish them all the same.
I do.
Hey, so look, now I want to say that. I want to say we got 4 different answers.
I'm a fly by the seat of my pants kind of guy. I generally go in either fun fishing or tournament fishing or practice fishing, kind of with the same idea in my brain. My goal is to always catch a limit first.
Mm-hmm.
That's just 5 fish that measure, and then I go and I put all that down. I just start dragging a jig around, because jig is my ultimate confidence bait. And at the end of the day, like, I just want to catch big fish. Like right now I'm fishing the AKFL Winter Challenge, which is a 3-month winter online tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And my only goal is to catch fish over 20 inches right now, just because that's what I need.
Okay. Okay.
But like when I go out and practice, like this past year, I spent a lot of time practicing crankbait fishing, like deeper.
So you actually practice some techniques.
I practice techniques a lot, but once I catch a limit on what I'm practicing, I put it down and I go get the thing I like to fish the best, and I just start fishing that.
Okay.
Just because I want to reward myself for the practice too, because I want to go and catch bigger fish.
You want to get them the way you want to get them.
Yeah, I want to get them the way I want to get them.
I'm the same way when I fun fish. I like to force feed them.
Yeah, same way I am.
But generally, at the end of the day, like, I don't practice tournaments a lot. When I don't fish a lot of like big tournaments, I fish more local casual stuff, and so like it's already just kind of casual. But I don't like going in there with kind of notions. Like, I look at weather, I look at kind of the conditions, what's happening, and I have a general good idea about what fish are doing and where they're going to be based off of that stuff. But a lot of times you just don't know. And so you just go out and fish. And I feel like I fish better when I'm making decisions on the water.
Mm-hmm.
And my kayak is set up to where I can run and gun a little bit more than most people. And so,
because you have a trolling motor.
Have a trolling motor. 5 miles an hour, baby.
Hey, that's something.
It's better than 3.
Better than pedaling. Better than 3. Better than pedaling.
I mean, I went out on Lanier last Friday, launched out of Van Pew over on the east side. And I mean, I went all over that area. Like, I went travel a lot.
There's some fish there.
I only caught 1 fish, but it was a big fish.
There's some fish there.
Yeah. But if I didn't go all over the place like I did, I wouldn't have caught that 1 big fish. So.
Hey, I mean, that's one way to look at it.
Yeah.
I will pose this thing for you guys too. I will make this comment about this in terms of this. I used to fish when I first started fishing tournaments. I used to do a little bit of fly by the seat of your pants, and I was young. I was younger, than I am now. I used to do a lot of fly by the seat of the pants, and I caught fish, and I won a few tournaments. Cut some checks in a few tournaments, nothing major, little pot tournaments, club tournaments type deal. When I finally, about 5 years ago, maybe, when I finally made the decision 1 year going into it, where I said, new club, new season, I want to focus on no matter what, no matter how, no matter what, catch a limit. Always weigh in a limit. Always catch a limit. And I put pretty hard
can't block Twitch
thought and a lot of effort into making sure in every single tournament that I did what I could do to catch a limit. No, whether it was 10 pounds, whether it was 15 pounds, didn't matter. I tried to catch a limit, weigh in a limit for points purposes. And then also too, I feel like if you can, and this is me personally, and all 3 of you guys can answer this too. I feel like as the season starts rolling along for like whether you fish a kayak or whether you fish a bass club or whether you fish a professional series, I feel like if you can get the ball rolling in the first couple of events by weighing in at least a limit in every single one, no matter what it weighs, you at least start at the year starting to weigh out a good limits. I think it helps you push the ball down the track a little bit easier as the year goes along. Do you guys do y'all feel the same way? Like maybe after the first couple of events, if you do that.
Yeah, starting strong is always good.
Yeah, it'll make you feel good.
I'll say like if I'm just like in a jackpot an event, like the limit doesn't matter a whole lot to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
like I'll go fish for 5 big bites.
Yep,
and because I can lose with 5 dinks the same way that I can lose with 3 or 4 big fish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I try. I look for areas that I know that I can go get a limit as quick as I can, but my focus is just trying to find my 5 biggest fish.
Mm-hmm.
And I obviously, if time is running out and I have 3, I'm gonna go scrap 2 little dinks.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, my focus is to try to get those 5 big ones.
5 real ones.
Yeah.
Like that's what I was saying about like time management. Like I always feel like if I can get 1 an hour. Like, and you start the day, you got an 8-hour day, so you got a little bit of cushion there. But it's the notion of staying on schedule.
Yeah.
Right. You got to have one come over the rail every now and then.
Yep. The big one for me is if I don't catch a fish in like the first 3 hours, I start to panic at that
This is
point.
gonna be hard.
I start to panic real bad.
This is gonna be hard. This is one of them nights where all of our teeth are in the same freaking turkey leg at Gold Rush.
What?
We're at 51 minutes.
Oh no.
And we're not even like we ain't hard scratched it.
It's been a good conversation.
There goes that thing of like having an hour, 15-minute long show, you guys.
This has been a good conversation.
Yeah, that's why I said I think we all got I think everyone but Rob probably experienced that. I think we all got our teeth synced into that turkey leg at Gold Rush or at
that is a
or at Moonshine.
We're at the Ren Fest.
yeah. Renaissance Festival, exactly. Yeah, whatever.
I'd rather be peach deep at the Moonshine Festival.
Yeah,
I can't do peach.
Yeah.
Oh, I like peach.
Apple pie for me.
Apple pie is good.
Let's scroll up there. Here as we're sitting here, let's scroll up, and I know we got some questions. I know we had some statements and stuff like that. I don't know how we're gonna get rid of that promotional guy.
We're not.
Let's see.
Yeah, apparently you can't block Twitch streamers. I was trying. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out from that way. So Casey Blanton, all right. So go down from here. Let's start going down from that there. Guys totally agree.
Yeah, let's go with that one.
Yeah.
BFS.
Yeah.
Because this will be a good dovetail.
Yep.
Are any of y'all playing with BFS?
I don't have any idea what that means.
Yeah, don't know. What
bait casting finesse systems. They are essentially bait casting rods and reels that you can throw what you would normally throw in like a spinning reel. So super light stuff. Ned rigs.
If y'all had seen the look that Rob just gave Ryan.
Yeah. I was checking out Mike Manavon's. I was down at Westbrook today and checking out Mike Manavon's BFS setup. It's real nice.
Tension spool.
What?
Explain this again.
It is a bait casting setup. Bait casting finesse system is a specialized rod, and now like Shimano and Daiwa and everybody are making specialized light tackle reels for throwing ultra light tackle on bait casting systems.
Okay.
So if you prefer bait casting rods,
if you like a bait caster, you can throw your like.
I'm just trying to figure out, like, for me, if I'm going to a really light finesse thing and I got to throw it on a bait caster, it's like I'm turning my tension on my spool back.
Why don't you just grab a spinning rod though?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's just
some people like
so. Yeah. Like the follow up that I would have for that is like as you move into 23, like I know we might have touched on it last week a little bit. Like, what are you trying to learn this year? Like, do you have a technique that you guys like have your sights set on?
Oh, I do.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So you had Christmas and stuff last week and New Year's. So
yeah. So
I do want to say this. Shout out to Rob's. No, this is serious. Shout out to Rob's grandmother.
Oh.
She had a heart attack when she got back home, right?
Yep. They came and visit this whole week, and then everything was fine. Sunday, the next day, I got a call from my mom. I was like, darn.
Thoughts and prayers, dude. We'll be thinking about her. Yeah. Seriously. Sorry to interrupt you, but that just like bumped in my mind. I was like, dude, we got to appreciate it.
What's the prognosis?
She's good. I talked to her just before I got here, and everybody's doing good right now. So
Good.
All right.
she should be checked out at the end of this week.
Good.
Hopefully Saturday.
Well, the only reason I want to say that was because I know we got some guys that will definitely be shooting up some good thoughts and good vibes and prayers and stuff.
No,
like
I
that
appreciate
for
it.
you guys, you know,
Thank you.
for sure. So, all right. So, back to what I was saying. What is a technique that you are definitely going to be trying to like hone in on this year?
Well, right now I am planning on spending about a little bit over a month in Michigan
Nice.
early this summer, and my goal
Check.
Smallmouth
is
city.
Okay.
to work on my smallmouth game.
There you go.
Mm.
Yeah.
Head rig.
And that's it.
Do you
Bye,
know how many?
babe.
Do you know how many?
The tube.
No, we're gonna go. I'm not sure what city we're gonna be going to, but I know Lake Huron is one of the lakes I'm gonna go check out again, like I did this last year, and then Lake Michigan as well. And I need to learn the smallmouth game because that's gonna take me to the next level.
They be bigs in Lake Michigan.
Baby bigs in Lake Michigan.
And it's like the way about the past like 6 to 7 years and all of the elite professional level stuff is, you know, the elite guys kind of started it. A quarter of your schedule is going to have to revolve around smallmouth fishing.
Yeah, it is.
And if you suck on a quarter of your schedule, you can kiss AOI goodbye.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's something that, you know, you gotta really, and that's the same thing with some of you guys. I'm gonna lead this into with some of you guys that are watching. Rob says he needs to work on getting better at smallmouth fishing because a crucial part of his living this year is going to revolve around at least probably 2 events are going to revolve around smallmouth fishing.
Actually, one.
Yeah,
but this is you know for me to practice for years to come.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of these guys spend the whole summer staying up in New York and practicing up there and practicing the smallmouth game, and they got really, really good over the last couple of years. And that's kind of what I want to do. I want to learn every summer. I'm going to plan on going up north.
The other thing they don't tell you is that up in that part of the world in the summertime, it is super nice.
It is nice.
It is a very nice place.
It was pretty. It was.
We got to experience that. Yeah, Paul and Rob are the ones who got to experience that kind of weather and that climate in July.
Yeah,
we're down here.
It's so choice.
We're down here like, Rob.
It's not that bad here.
Oh, it's sunny and 75 up here. It's fantastic.
See, because I'm from Florida, born and raised. So during the summertime, it is like 100 degrees, and then you got the humidity.
Yeah,
100.
Sucked.
Yeah.
Imagine fishing that all day long, every day. You know, and I used to wear fully layered clothes. You know, with the pants, the long sleeve hoodie, gloves, buff.
Because if not, you would come back looking like a lobster.
Lobster.
A lobster. A lobster.
That's a thing now. That's a thing now. So yeah, that's cool. That's cool. So yeah, that's one of the questions was posed to you guys. Is there something that you guys that are watching, whether it be a lake, whether it be a technique that you guys know right now here, the first week in January, that you know you need to improve on or work on for this year?
I know what it is. I know what it is for me.
Okay, what's yours?
I bought a flipping stick this year.
Ooh.
All right.
Good for you.
So I'm gonna go flip a little.
You're flipping some like big heavy mats or just flipping a joke?
I mean, for me, it'll probably be like docks and riverwood stuff like that. Like, that produced some of my bigger fish last year. I just feel like tackling up to the right stuff to do it with and really focusing on it and making it a weapon instead of something that kind of happens by coincidence every now and then. I think will benefit me.
Yep.
Especially like as I start to like fish more and you travel more and you start to going places that have Eufaula or Seminole or somewhere that has real grass, which is like, I've never seen that before.
Yep.
Like,
Eufaula. Yeah.
I've been a North Georgia Highland Reservoir guy pretty much my entire life.
You never been to Chick before with the grass up there?
Nope. Do I need to?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
100%.
That'll blow your mind, Paul.
Yeah.
You pull in the back of this huge bay somewhere in Chickamauga, like down somewhere, like the one right around the corner from Harrison Bay, that always loads up with grass. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know
right
exactly.
You'd be like in there and it's like, I could spend 24 hours in here and not fish at all. You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly.
You know which one I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
That one is huge and it fills up every year.
Yeah.
You got guys coming in and running, and you're like, what the heck are they doing? But they're running in 15 feet of water.
Yeah.
But they're running through the grass.
So it's grown like all the way up from.
Oh yeah,
that's crazy.
It's wild, dude.
Yeah,
it's wild. It's really wild.
Speaking of grass, I was watching. I know going off subject, but a lake that I think you guys really need to go to is Headwaters in Florida.
Yeah,
okay. I was reading a lot about it, and they
I don't even know where that is. Where's it at?
It's I think one is the best lake in the country.
I don't even know
where is it.
According to JT Kenny.
Where?
So,
where is
Headwaters is in Palm Bay. Palm Bay, Florida.
Okay.
Not
you ever heard of like Stick Marsh, Lake Garcia?
Yeah, I've been to Stick
Marsh.
Marsh.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Headwaters.
Okay. We need to get up. We just all need a bunch of us go.
A little Florida outing.
Yeah.
We'll go hang out. I've already got one of those on the books. I'll take another one
over there. So
down to bed right now.
Looking at it right now. Farmer has a great question. In a tournament situation, what is y'all's go-to big fish bait or technique? Mine's a jig or a crankbait. Let's all answer that.
Jig. It's a jig.
Jig, chatterbait.
Jig, chatterbait. Yeah.
Jig, glide bait.
Okay. Depending upon the time of the year, for me, it's anything top water.
Yeah.
Late summer.
Big top water. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Anything top water.
Yeah.
I feel like if I get bid on it, I feel
that
like
makes me feel smart, Rob. Thanks for
biggest fish here and in Georgia have always been during the late summer on top water.
Yeah. September, October, right before the fall, right before
big old spook.
Yeah, hard knock off. What else we got here? We got some good comments here. Jeremiah still talking about his bait finesse system from Japan. Chase Key used to throw. He's from Smith Lake in Alabama. By the way, how is that stuff going on over there? By the way, with the kids that are missing.
What? This is news.
Yeah. Okay, this is news for all of us.
News break. Let's go, Ryan.
Oh, there's so I think it's either two kids or two young guys. They're missing on Smith Mountain or on Smith Lake. They're missing. They don't know where they are.
Wow.
That's not good.
They went fishing and they don't know where they are.
Yeah, that's rarely good.
Chase, I've talked to Chase multiple times. He could probably elaborate on it a little bit better because that's what his home lake is over there at Smith Lake in Alabama. Missing. Okay, wrong lake. Sorry. Okay, it's the other Smith.
Smith Mountain Lake.
Smith Mountain Lake.
Oh.
Smith Mountain Lake.
Also,
okay. Sorry, Chase. My bad, dude.
Deep lake.
Yeah. My bad, Chase. I thought I just seen Smith Lake, and then I seen a little bit about what was
dream fishing trip.
Yeah.
Ooh, dream fishing trip.
Come on. Come on. Off the top of your head.
After that big sigh, dude, like
Alaska for halibut salmon.
There you go. That's a good one.
That's my dream.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Mine is the Menominee River, North Wisconsin for wild smallmouth.
Oh, wow.
Wild smallmouth. Okay.
Y'all put a lot of thought into this.
Dude, that's an interesting one. The Menominee River for smallies?
Cool.
The Menominee River in that area is one of the last untouched regions in the United States as far as like just wild topography.
Is that in the UP or?
No, but it's just so hard to get into and get out of. Like you have to drift boat it. Like it's
where's it at,
dude?
Super north Wisconsin.
So it's like
there in the midsummer.
Yeah.
Kind of it's like similar to almost fishing up in like the Canadian Shield.
Yeah.
Like the Shield Lakes.
Yeah. Now I'd probably go fly fishing for them too.
Yeah. That would be a cool trip. Like
it'd be like
one of the fly-ins in Canada.
Yeah.
It'd be like you camping on the riverbank instead of RVs over there.
You guys ever heard of Hudson Bay?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Way north in Canada.
Yeah.
The big. Yeah.
Have you been?
No, but that's something I've always wanted to fish.
I want to a really, really, really bad dream fishing trip, and I hope someday I get to do it. I really want to go to South America.
Okay. Brazil?
Yeah. I would really like
He wants those
South
big
America.
peacock bass. The big ones.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've been kicking that around with them.
I will find before I go, I will find a mold that will make a giant horny toad.
Exactly. 8-inch horny toad skipping it up under those things.
Exactly.
That'd be amazing.
We're skipping underneath those. Skipping underneath the anaconda. That's fishing for tarpon with a fly rod. No, I want to go to South
Dude,
America.
No, it's sight fishing for them with the fly rod. That's a different.
I've sighted
That's a different
tarpon
beast,
before.
dude. That's
Yeah.
how'd that go for you?
Oh, it was fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get one.
Yeah, we used to catch them when I used to saltwater guide back in the Everglades.
What?
He goes, yeah, we used to catch him. He was about to go.
Yeah, we used to catch them this.
No, I seen you there, Rob, and you stopped yourself and you were like, yeah, we used to catch him like this all the time. That's exactly what it was. I'm sorry, go ahead. It just killed me when I see you do that.
No, but during the summertime when we get water flowing through the weirs and stuff like that, you can catch them up shallow.
Yeah.
But they're juvenile tarpon. They're not really big.
Dude, that looks fun though.
It's fun.
That size.
Yeah.
On top water. Rattle traps.
Rattle traps, really?
Yeah.
I want
That's
to catch one of
crazy.
those. What's the things called? Cichlids.
Cichlids,
Cichlids.
snakeheads.
We're going
clownfish.
What's them
Clown
things-
knife.
Clown
What's
knife.
some things that your friend who was sending us the picture that was
Clown
showing-
knife.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where they
We're
jump
going-
backwards or swim backwards.
Yeah.
We're going down there in March to try it
Are we?
to catch me and Tatum and a couple other guys.
Get you some of the big saltwater
I didn't get it,
spooks in the clown color. That's the money one.
Oh yeah.
This guy.
No, I'm looking forward to catch some peacocks and whatnot. That's just down in the ditches, just run around and jump out of the truck and catch fish.
Well, they had
Go
a
to the
fish
next
kill
spot.
down there
Did they?
this past week or earlier last week because of that.
I know they had
all
an
the
iguana
peacock bass
kill.
died.
Bummer.
Oh, Farmer. He said
Canada,
Canada. He said I've been stayed a week. in
Highlight that
Canada."
for us, Nate.
America's hat.
America's.
America.
I haven't heard that in a minute.
That is true. That would be a good trip. Farmer's right.
Dude, one of the fly-ins
Canada,
up there.
way up there.
Yeah,
Yep.
super cool.
No man's gone before.
Like
That's
where
the
Dave
best
Archer
fishing.
fishes some of his facts of fishing at.
Yeah.
Like up there in the
Like where you guys
Dude,
fly a plane.
there's
Yeah.
one concept from up there that I really would like to bring down here, and it's the shore lunch. I feel like if you could like get some 16-inch spots, like 14 to 16-inch spots, and fry those up on shore, and the like,
What's stopping you?
So those
like I feel like that's a tradition to bring down here.
so those
Yeah,
We need to make
that
that a
would be.
thing.
Those
Like,
fish
would that not be
are-
good?
You like eating spots?
Yeah, they're delicious.
yeah,
Yeah, everybody says they're good that size.
That's delicious.
tacos, dude.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
They're good taco food. I think Ryan's over here. They're a good old
Bring
taco
on some
food.
12-inch spots and fillet them bastards.
I'll stick with a
Stick
spec.
to the grease. That's pretty good. Sadly, those young men's
Yeah.
bodies were recovered.
They are.
Oh,
That's what Basszilla World TV said that they were recovered.
That is very sad.
That's sad. Sad to hear.
Bummer.
Sad to hear. I hate to hear that.
Jeremiah, I think you and me share a dream trip there.
That's what Katie and I did for our honeymoon.
Yeah,
Yeah, we went to Costa Rica.
I know it's all name value, but I would like to throw down for a trip to Tropic Star just once and either go bill fishing or do the inshore for rooster fish and whatnot. That just looks super cool.
Go up real quick, back up to the guy, Chris. That's the first time I've ever seen that name. So if this is your first time ever watching, Chris, welcome. And we appreciate you watching. Thank you very much.
All the way from up there.
I'm from Vermont. I go fishing
Vermont.
for bass.
I went to Castleton State, Chris, in Castleton, in Vermont.
What are
Nice.
those fish like up in Vermont?
I never fished in Vermont, but it's beautiful.
Sounds like a smallmouth area.
Yeah,
I would say too there might be some
sounds
largemouth.
pikey.
Probably. Largemouth aren't native up there. All the largemouth up in New England were introduced.
There was
Really?
a before the MLF became the MLF that it is today. There was a MLF event that happened in Maine, and they were on this little bitty body of lake, and they were punching grass and catching lips at like 4-pounders. But they were like, that's like as big as they get. It's like 4, 5, 6 pounds.
Yeah.
That's like as big as they could get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then a
Well, I mean, they
ton of smallmouth.
get
that were catching.
really 4 months of ice coverage up there.
Yep.
It's not much of a growing season.
That's
Yeah.
true. So Levi Garner says, like you follow those in fish population and
Yeah.
quality.
I don't know what they're doing over there as far as what they're thinking.
Just killing everything.
See, this is the same issue we had in Okeechobee or Florida. Period. It's them trying to the Corps of Engineers, FWCs in Florida, which is Florida Fishing or Florida Wildlife. They construct all these companies to go out there and do the spraying stuff and to control the hydrilla which is in Florida, and then here, and same thing with Eufaula. And what it's doing, it's killing all that grass for those fish to run around and roam. So, in like for instance, Eufaula, they only have really like two options. You go up to spawn, and you have to go deep right away because there's no cover for them.
There's no transition point.
There's nothing.
No transition
and
point.
they are. Eufaula, they're killing all the grass. You know, and I went there last April and fished a Ray Scott Championship over there, and I wanted to focus on grass fishing, and I just realized they just weren't there.
Couldn't happen.
No, I had to fish deep.
Yeah.
A lot of the reports from some of our fellow ABA anglers who fish nationals on Eufaula this past October or whenever it was, and then also beforehand the BFL in June on Eufaula. Eufaula is off the BFL schedule for the Bulldog division this year.
Interesting.
It is not. They are not going to it. I know part of it had to do with scheduling at waterfront or lakefront, the big marina, the big landing. You know, Eufaula, up there just above, kind of mid lake.
Yeah.
North part mid lake.
Yeah.
I know it had a little bit to do with that, but I know a lot of guys were just not. I don't want to go back. Now we actually had Dalton Tankersley, who's a local guy and a friend of ours. Dalton Tankersley actually got second.
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah, he did. Well. He did really well down there, but he was like offshore. When you go to Eufaula or Grass Lake in June,
you're not thinking
offshore 20, 25 feet of water. Mm-mm. You know that as well as I do.
Yeah,
you're thinking
you have to do it over there.
You had to because there was no grass.
Yeah,
they couldn't pattern anything in grass. Which is sad because Eufaula, when you go into Eufaula right there, it says, "Welcome to Lake Eufaula,
the big bass
capital of the world." And it doesn't appear to be being that way anymore.
It's right there.
And the reason to all them spraying and everything is because all those people that live in those residential areas off those canals, they don't want the grass. They want to park their boats. They want to jet ski. They want, that's becoming one of those lakes like it is up here, Wreck Lake. And it's sad to see you follow a trend like that. And
that is sad. That is very sad. Hopefully something will happen. Something will change about that. That would be. I mean, Eufaula used to be
legendary, dude.
Yeah, it used to be like way Sam Rayburn is now, where there was more tournaments held during the year than there are days in the year.
But it's a cycle, I think, and give it a couple years or whatever, how long, it'll come back.
Yeah. It's like I always say, Mother Nature finds a way.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny too. Like it goes downhill. You take the pressure off of it for a while, and suddenly it's good again.
Chickamauga used to be pristine years ago, and then they started having tournaments after tournaments, and it's a grind there. It's not like it was. I mean, you can catch good bags, but
Dane said the grass kill in Eufaula has stopped after threat of lawsuit, but he says it's time to remove the big bass capital tag. So let's just real quick. I think we can all hit on that real fast. Yep. Where is the big bass capital of the world?
Texas or Arkansas right now, somewhere.
Where specifically, Nathan?
I'm not sure. I've been following a couple guys. Some dude just caught 2 10-pound fish in the same day over in Texas.
Like it was Fork, wasn't it? Or was it Jordan?
I can't recall. But that's insane. Within 4 hours, he caught 2 fish over 10 pounds. That's insane.
Texas is where it's at to catch your trophy fish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or the place I talked about, Headwaters.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you were to go anywhere in the state of Florida and fish, if you want to get your lunker fish, Headwaters. You have a better chance of catching 10-pounder there than anywhere in
big bass.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to be somewhere like Texas or Arkansas or Oklahoma.
California's cheating, right?
No, but it is Texas.
Because it's like the entire
California right now is, Clear Lake is a trickle of what it used to be.
Yeah.
One of the things that got me like I won a bass fish tournaments was the 2007 on Clear Lake, the Bassmaster Elite Series. Kennedy, Skeet Reese, throwing those triple trouts and huds, and just catching 10-pounders.
Monsters.
Yeah. And Steve Kennedy sticking an 11-pounder, and he's like, I gotta put it back because it's outside the bounds, And he's like, because they, bass in California, because California's weird, they gotta be hooked in the mouth. They gotta be hooked inside the mouth.
Yeah.
That was one of the
and
things.
you can only have 3 hooks on a.
Infatuated.
You can only have up to 3 hooks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No A rigs.
You can throw a 3-hook A rig. So people make Cali, what they call Cali A rigs now, where you have your top baits are all dummy,
They're all
and then only your
teasers,
bottom ones are hook baits.
Well, you get slammed. You're like, boom. Money, you stick the hook, and there's nothing there.
That's largemouth. That's like dream largemouth, right? I mean,
Yeah.
if you're talking smallmouth, you're either Great Lakes or if you're talking rivers, it's Susquehanna in my mind, right?
Yeah.
About St.
So,
Lawrence.
St. Lawrence, yeah.
St. Lawrence.
St. Lawrence is
I think Great Lakes.
St.
Great Lakes
Lawrence
system
barely
in general
counts though
is
because
so
it
wild.
connects to Great Lakes. So.
St. Lawrence River.
I want to.
I think all of us.
Have you been flogging yet? Have you had to use one of those floggers?
No. I have to use one of those
You
things.
mentioned St. Lawrence River, and Nathan's like flogging. That's what he reiterates with.
I mean,
St. Lawrence River.
Yeah. The first time I saw it on TV, I'm like, what are they doing?
Le Flint.
What is that lake
Absolutely.
that is in Mexico that you got there?
Bacharach.
Is that what it is?
Bacharach.
Or
Or
you're like-
tilapia.
The board game?
They're like throwing like. I know there's a video of Roland Martin. He's like throwing this 710 extra heavy rod with like 65-pound braid and like 25-pound fluorocarbon leader on a big old 1 ounce
Sturgeon
jig.
Bay. That's
Sturgeon Bay boys.
that's a smallmouth.
I know a guy if you want to go up there.
Yeah.
Nice.
There's a couple sturgeon bays, but
there's only one.
there is one
There's
sturgeon
only
bay.
Highlander?
I don't know.
That's in
Tyler.
Wisconsin, right?
Tyler, we'll have to let Rob.
I mean, the thing about Sturgeon Bay though is like it's a big place.
Yes.
Rob, have you caught a shoal bass?
No, I've not.
Who, buddy?
I've seen pictures of you guys posted on there.
Paul stuck this year.
Yeah.
Or last year. Sorry.
Two good ones last year.
Yeah, he stuck 2 good
Yeah,
ones.
I
They
stuck
were
a good-
4-pounders.
I went
Yeah.
on a guided trip with Matthew Goss, and I caught a pretty nice one with Jeremiah Giles.
Okeechobee, there's 14.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Tyler said that. I was like, we'll have to defer to you on that.
No, I mean, if you want to catch a 10-pounder in the state of Florida, your best bet would go to Headwaters. You have a better shot at catching
Really?
the 10-pounders and Headwaters than you do any lake.
Do you agree with his comment though, that Tyler said that there are 14-pounders that have lived and died without ever seeing a lure on Okeechobee?
100%.
Okay.
Yeah, I know there's fish.
Okeechobee's a
Yeah.
huge
It's
place.
a huge
Monster. You can get out in the
You get
middle,
out in the middle of it,
Okeechobee,
you can't see
and
the
you won't see
but
land.
it fishes
Yeah.
very tiny.
Exactly. I mean, you were
Yeah.
saying the exact same thing.
Yeah.
You got in the middle
It's like
of
being in the
Okeechobee.
ocean.
8 feet of water, man, out there in the middle of the lake.
Yeah.
Right? And you can't see land. This is like
It's
crazy.
crazy.
I'm in 8 feet of water and I'm throwing up there in 2.
Well, it's like if you've never been to the Great Lakes, dude. The first time
Same thing.
that you like really get out in that big water in the
Oh,
Great Lakes,
It's
like,
a freshwater ocean, man.
It is
It's
mind bending.
Yeah.
Like
It is a different ball game.
you start to feel real small.
Yep.
That 20-foot boat shrinks up real quick.
He said Rodman. Ron said Rodman on the St. Johns River chain. Produces some big fish. Rodman is the one that is extremely clear, right, out of the chain
You
of
know,
the
I-
St. Johns.
I know it's Ramen Reservoir. It used to be back in the day, like like any other lake back in the day.
Mm,
I think that drought killed it or something like that. There was some grass or a drought.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. That's yeah. I don't know. I need to get back down to St. Johns River. I haven't been in a while. Speaking of A rigs, what are you allowed on linear hook size? You can throw 5.
5.
I think you can probably throw
As many as you want.
You can throw as many as you want in the state of Georgia.
Yeah.
The closest one to us is Tennessee. Tennessee is 3.
Yep.
But you can, like what you were talking about, Nathan was talking about with California. I think in Tennessee, unlike California, I do not think you can have dummies in Tennessee.
You can have dummies.
I don't
Really?
think so. Someone can re-verify that.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can have
'Cause I know
dummies
that-
in Tennessee.
I know, like the tactical bassin guys, they make they
Yeah.
have their own line of A rigs now. They call Cali A rigs,
Yeah.
and
You can only
they
throw
live on
3.
they
There
live
you
on
go.
chick now too.
John
so-
said you can only throw 3.
You can't have dummies. though.
Okay, you can.
Okay.
See, I wasn't
Okay,
sure
cool.
about what
So,
the
yeah.
whole thing
Yeah.
was.
So I mean you cheat it. You put like a CPS spring with a
Yep. That's what you do.
Break the hook off.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Now
Just
the-
a pair of side snips, man. Just
The CPS spring is the way to go on that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what I do anyway.
Super easy.
On linear, I only fish 3 anyway, just because I hate having that many hooks in the kayak because it's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
But I prefer throwing that Cali style.
Yeah, too much stuff. Yeah, kayak limited space. Too many hooks floating around. Too
Yeah.
much stuff floating around.
Yes.
It's quick way to get into
Hey,
trouble.
those flex rigs they make are nice.
Quick way to get into trouble.
Super nice. I'm not pretty nice.
Anybody ever fish Orange Lake in Florida, Rob?
I've never
Orange Lake? Where is it?
I think north,
Where in Florida are you from?
southwest.
Southwest? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I spent my teenage years in right on the Broward-Dade line, right there in Miramar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before it went completely crazy.
Before it went nuts.
Before Florida Man.
Yeah.
When you were just a Florida child.
Well, so next to us was a town called Davie, and Davie butts up against the Everglades, and that's where like y'all think you have rednecks up here.
Oh, bro.
Cooper City and Davie rednecks in South Florida.
If you've never been
My
in
God.
like,
Oh no, there's rednecks everywhere.
If you've never gotten away from the coast in South Florida, like,
My God.
I remember being when I was a sophomore in high school, we went down and we fished like Blue Cypress Lake and Okeechobee and ran around a little bit down there. And like when you get away from the coast, in South Florida, it's a different breed of folks.
It's a different state.
It's like, for those of you that are familiar with the Lanier area, it's the difference between Shoal Creek and Belton Bridge. Like,
which I don't know what that is, but I can kind of visualize it.
That's funny.
It's a different breed of folks, and they're good folks, and it's super cool down there, but it's different.
Yeah. You just go from bay boats to rodeos real quick.
Yeah. Mickey Mouse got a gap in them teeth. Like, but so to that is like, as we move into 23, we'll get Ryan when he gets down here. Do you guys have a trip or a tournament or whatever that you're already kind of got circled? That's your big, like, I'm looking forward to it.
I'm gonna fish the AKFL in Allatoona, and that will probably mark my last fishing trip for at least 3 months because of our baby being due.
So that's the red letter.
Yeah.
So you got to get the dub, man.
I don't know about that.
That's diaper money.
It is diaper money.
That's formula money. Like,
but that's probably the only one I really have circled. And then after that, it's just,
it's all gravy.
If I get to fish, awesome. If not, awesome. Because, got a new daughter, and that's a new chapter in my life I'm super excited about. So
heck yeah.
Hopefully she likes fishing.
Congratulations.
She ain't going to have much choice.
She isn't.
You're going to have to choose between the Barbie rod and the Snoopy rod.
Snoopy rod.
It's the Snoopy, bro.
It's the Snoopy.
Cool.
What about you, Rob? Do you have an event that you've just like?
Yeah,
like, it's the big letters. Like
the
this
big
is
letters.
the one. Like,
I'm still up in the air about what I'm doing next year. I mean, my goal is to fish the MPFL. It all depends on sponsor money. Obviously, we've talked about this. One event I am looking forward to that is Right Patman in Texas.
Okay,
nice.
Yeah, I am looking forward to that one because I've always wanted to fish Texas. The fact that we got that scheduled this year, and I was just tickled to death. So I'm looking forward to fishing that.
Cool. What about you, Ryan? What's your red letter event in 2023?
Well,
you got your club too. So are you hoping to make it to the end of the season and look back and go, oh, a big success, or do you have a tournament or a trip?
Yeah, maybe. No, I think the big one for me that's highlighted right now that for me is the ABA Nationals is on Hartwell.
Oh,
okay. It's in October.
I love Hartwell.
You gonna shoot your shot?
I won't shoot my shot.
Nice.
How would you go in qualifying for that?
You got to fish. We got some ABA. I think you got to fish 4 of the regular season events.
Okay.
To qualify for the
was that
Division 125
that you last year, or is it for this year going?
For this year coming up.
Okay.
For this year.
Do you like that choice as a?
Well, I like my chances in October on Hartwell.
I like Hartwell a lot.
I like my chances, especially over a 3-day event. I like my chances. I know enough about Hartwell just in general that I feel pretty good about it. The problem that I may face with Hartwell in October is that I'll only throw like one thing all day long.
As long as you're not fishing against Emil Wagner and Hartwell, you
shower blows.
No, it'll be a shower blows.
What a Seville.
One knocker.
No.
White horny toad.
White horny toad.
Actually, be a black buzzbait.
Oh.
Ooh,
yeah, you like throwing those black buzzbait during the fall.
Double prop or single prop?
Double.
It's gonna be that accent.
Yeah.
I like the greenfish tackle double prop.
Which will be available in store in Fish North Orchard.
Accent?
Which ones?
The double bait, the B2s, the one that
nice, dude.
So we're getting
4 1-day and 2-day championship.
Are we getting their spinner baits too?
Huh?
Are we getting their spinner baits too?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Outstanding.
For
We got
one day.
a lot of good things.
So
Yeah, so yeah, that's what it is. So I fished 4 one-days coming up this year, starting not this next weekend, but the weekend after. Has been my first one for the year, and then the 2-day, which will be up on Nickajack, I believe.
I like Nickajack.
Yeah,
Nice.
and I believe it's Nickajack.
Nickajack's got big old stripers in it, too.
May. So if it's Nickajack in May,
yeah, I'll tackle the IBA series if I don't.
Yeah.
fish at PFL.
Yeah.
You take a shot.
Yeah, why not? You know, I fished it back in Florida. Those are so much fun.
Yeah.
Have y'all gone to the freshwater aquarium up in Chattanooga?
I have.
They have a really cool setup from fish from Lake Nickajack in there.
Do
At least they used to.
Oh,
It's
they
super
do.
Cool. Yeah.
They have the Tennessee River fish.
Yeah.
We were up there just a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
If you can go on an off day when school's in session, would recommend.
It's a good time.
If you do for a random Tuesday, we were alone. It was us and 20 people in the entire aquarium.
Yep.
Yeah.
You go at your own pace. The critters are actually out doing stuff because there's not people slamming on the glass everywhere.
Ron.
Yeah.
Good trip.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That is my game. That is my game. So yeah. So I guess that's when I was gone. That's what you got. That's what you question you posed was what was the event.
What was your red letter?
That was it.
That's your red letter event.
That's my
Yeah.
That's my thing. Is I like when they said when Dane told me it was going to be Hartwell in October. I was like,
nice.
Interesting.
Well, you didn't overplay your hand.
No.
You kept it close to the vest.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm honest. That's probably what I'm going to be doing
Nice.
the entire time.
Hey,
Probably won't throw anything else.
Hey, if it works, it works.
dude, there are parts of that lake that look so choice for that.
Oh, and hard. Oh,
Yeah.
What do you like? What part of the lake do you like fishing, Hartwell? Up in the rivers or the main lake?
Well, I'm a river rat.
Okay.
I
I love Tugalo. Tougaloo.
like
Yeah.
Tougaloo.
That's my favorite one.
I can fish all day. I can pick either Gumlog or East Denali and stay in either one of those two all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
East Denali probably more than Gumlog.
Really?
Yeah. East Denali just has so much.
Hmm.
It just has so much to offer. There's docks, there's standing timber, there's brush piles, there's rock, there's flats, and there's all kinds of stuff in there. There's short pockets, long pockets.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got wombo combo, all kinds of different
Wombo
stuff.
combo.
Wombo combo.
Yeah, I like East Denali. Won a tournament about 9 years ago. It was a partner tournament. I won a tournament in February. No, it wasn't 9 years ago. It was 7 years ago. Snow on the boat. 42-degree water temperature. A red rattle trap in the dirt.
Nice.
Just shy of 19 pounds.
Good time.
In Hartwell?
Yeah.
Really?
Largemouth or
And then
spots?
sons of bitches that come up. No, largemouth. Nah, I fish for spots on Hartwell. Nah.
I'm just asking the questions for clarification.
I'll be wasting my time fishing for spots on Hartwell. Dude, them suckers come up, I'm jumping. Like, oh my God, get the net under it. And it's come up and got red rattle trap hanging out, strike king red eye shed, like right there. And it was oh my God. And we lost a 6-pounder at the boat.
Oof.
It would have been our biggest fish that day.
Still got the dub.
Still got the dub, but I just remember the main thing. We were running up there, and we were running all the way back East Denali Creek, and we went to the very back of East Denali Creek, and we went around and around and around and around all day on the trolling motor. That's all we did. Never did anything else.
Yeah.
And stay on trolling motor all day long. And you had to throw that rattle trap in the dirt on the bank. And you threw one up there in front of it, and you reel that thing about this fast, and you get if there was one up there, you get about 4 turns on it, and rod would just go, and you, oh God,
Get heavy.
it's just they grab it. It's crazy. Harlow's been good to me. Harlow's been really, really good to me.
It's the opposite of how Hartwell's been to me.
Yeah, Hartwell's been good to me. The last time I went to Hartwell though was this past September, and it was not good to me. Granted, it was just fun fishing. It was not good to me. We caught a handful, but We had to throw, of all freaking things in the world, we had to throw hand bone super flukes over pumps.
Ham
Super
bone.
flukes are the bomb on there.
Ham bone?
Ham bone.
What color's ham bone?
Stank.
It's like bone.
Oh.
It's like a bone. It's bone. But
So yeah, it's like an off-white.
Bronson pulled one out and he put it on, threw it out there. And, oh, I got one. And I was like, what? And he gets in the boat.
Oh, Tyler's spilling the juice for Hartwell.
Oh, God.
Got it right
You
there.
gotta hold your mouth.
Gotta hold your mouth right.
Heart will treat you right.
Yeah.
Got to give to get.
Yeah. Or the horseshoe. Like for me, the horseshoe goes in and then twists this way and it stays in there.
I see what you did there.
You see what I did there?
I see what you
That's
did
what I'm
there.
talking about. That's what I'm talking about. One of my goals in 2023 is to upgrade my trolling motor on my Classic XL. What are your thoughts on motor guide with Spotlight?
As a kayak guy, I love mine.
Spotlock good, but
Motor
be-
guide.
be ready for it to have some ideas about where your boat is.
Yeah.
Where your PFD.
What's a Classic XL?
That's a tracker.
I'm
What
a ghost.
graphs- what-
I have a ghost.
I would say
I would upgrade to
What graphs do you have?
Ghost or Ultrex.
Yeah.
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 Like if you have Humminbird graphs, get the Ultrex. If you don't, if you have a Lowrance, get the Ghost. Yeah.
What do you have?
Spotlock good. Where your PFD.
No, I have a Motor Guide XI3 because I have Lowrances and they hook up.
Because I know I've been on some big boats where Spotlock has decided that we're no longer on the spot,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mine's done that before.
yeah,
Yeah, I decided it was going to go around in a circle. I think it actually happened on live.
yeah.
I think it actually happened on live. Is when it
So
happened.
on that smaller boat, where your PFD,
For sure.
because that thing will try to put you in water.
I'm like Rob. I have a Ghost. What do you got? A Ghost?
Ultrex.
You got Ultrex?
Ultrex
I have
is
a
so nice.
Ghost.
Man, that auto deploy.
See, I'm anti auto deploy on bass boats.
Mine is not auto deploy.
Oh, yours not?
No.
That's Altera.
That's
That's
Altera.
Altera. My bad.
That's the one with the guy backing his boat down the ramp. And he's like, looks out the window and he's like, beep. And the guys on the bank like,
Okay, to be real, like if you'd never seen that before
pretty
and
dope.
somebody did that at the ramp, like, what would your reaction be? I'd be like, dude, that guy just lost his rig. Like, it's
Dude,
away. Like,
Altera goes,
Speaking of losing your rig, happened to me. Happened to me 3 weeks ago. I launched at Lake Ackworth. I thought I had my boat up enough to where it wasn't getting pushed off. Got pushed off by the wind. And so it's going, if you're standing looking at the lake from the boat ramp, it starts going to the right. And so I have to run through some reeds and run through some grass. I'm like waist deep in water jumping into my boat to make sure
make sure it doesn't get away.
What time of the year was that?
the water was 49 degrees.
I had to do that one time. My power pole's in a stick on the ground.
Oh no!
Back in the
Oh
boat, I'm like,
no!
oh, really? And I started swimming in there. And it was like in the 50s. I'm like, this sucks. I'm
Oh,
shivering
it
the whole
was
ride
so
home.
bad.
I had my heater on in the car.
Oh,
Swift,
man.
silent, insecure.
I almost would rather, it sucks, but I almost would rather get back when I'm by myself, back my boat in the water, get in there, crank the motor up, start to try to rev off of it, back off the trailer and realize you need like 4 more inches than lose my boat.
Yeah.
I would rather it sucks because I'm going to be older to climb out of the damn boat.
Oh, you'll get trailer steps eventually.
I don't have trailer steps on my boat, but
Yet.
yet. But for me, it's almost like I would rather crawl out of the boat to crawl back into the bed of my truck and jump off the side of my tire and back my boat back in another like 2 or 3 inches.
Oh, I'd
Than
rather do that.
lose my boat in the lake.
I'd rather do that too, I think. But,
Because it never fails
You
to.
didn't have a choice.
don't have a choice.
But for some reason, for me, for as long as I've been fishing, very, very, very rarely, like the moon has to be blue for me to pick a boat ramp during the middle of the week to go fishing on by myself, and there not being a soul in sight. That's just the way it always seems to work out for me. So like if I lost my boat, it's like
It's always when no one's around.
there's no one here to help me.
Yeah.
What am I going to do?
Or what's the worst when there's someone at the boat ramp, you lose your boat, you still get in the water, pull it out, then you see the guy, hey, what's going on?
I go, hey man, why y'all wet?
I could use you 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, exactly. So Bill Dance left a trailer under his boat. Yeah, I've seen that a few times too.
Leave the wind strap.
hook. Yep.
Yeah, I know. I leave mine strapped until I back it in, and then I crawl into the boat, and then I reach underneath there and unstrap mine.
I do want to do a tip, guys.
Do
With
it.
The lakes
Hot tip.
being as low they are and stuff like that. When you are backing down a bass boat, make sure everything is strapped, even the back straps. I've seen it even at times where even the tongue strap can pop off randomly, and then there goes your darn boat on the
It's sitting there
on the ramp, and just sitting there, and you're just pondering.
And
what
next
am I
thing you
gonna
know,
do?
you're
How am
on
I gonna get it
Qualified
out?
Captain's Instagram.
So make sure everything is strapped, even the backs. Make sure obviously you trim up your engine when you're backing down the ramp, but unlatch it when you get close to the water because it's with the steep boat ramps now.
They steep and they tight now too.
Exactly. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I saw somebody talking about that on one of the Facebook groups the other day. There was like the Stardust ramp or whatever.
Oh yeah.
It's not that the ramps are getting tighter, like boats and trucks are getting bigger.
And even like some of them weird too. Like I went to like Gatewood on Alatoona, and that just has such a weird like jackknife kind of turn that you have to back in. Like
it does have a weird little hook.
yeah,
Yeah.
so weird. And that one's pretty steep and long too.
The worst thing I've ever seen, I think I've spoke about this before. The worst thing I ever seen was a guy put his boat up and went up, and he's in Triton. And obviously, he didn't get as far up as he thought. And nobody's, you minding your own business for the most part. He's like, just up there. But he didn't get it all the way up there enough. But he starts pulling out. It hits the first bump coming out of our part right there where it starts, bar part's real rigid. And there's a trailer, a single axle trailer on a TR20. And that thing goes. And that trailer is sitting there going halfway up, and the Triton just goes. When they start sliding, there's no stop. They don't stop.
No.
Like when they start sliding,
slow motion train wreck.
That thing comes off, and he's like, whoa, 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 whoa. And the skag on the bottom of Mercury just goes, and it's sitting there pivoting. You want to talk about a rush of people running. And I'm going to tell you what, backside of a boat with a motor and gas still in it, I'm going to tell you what, that stuff is just heavy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
It's just heavy. I mean, it is. So,
You should have known something was going to go wrong. Tyler
Minix is on fire tonight.
Minix,
On
I have a
fire
Triton.
tonight.
Easy, buddy.
But you know what I'm talking about, though.
It was like LJ the few months ago when he was on a trip and they forgot to take the back straps off. He just slides off the edge of his boat right into the lake.
I don't know. One tip that I will tell you that I've never personally experienced, but I've always practiced when being by myself. Always use your emergency brake when you deploy your boat if you're by yourself.
That is true.
Yep.
Always use your
That's
emergency
another
brake.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Always use your emergency brake.
Yeah.
Because if that thing slips out of gear just right on your truck, bye-bye.
Yeah.
It's your whole everything is in the leak. it's done. Make sure the guy in the truck can hear. Yeah, roll the windows down too. So make sure if you do not do this
Your whoa and go can sound the same.
Yeah, whoa and go can sound the same. Yeah, whoa. Go. Whoa! Oh, go faster! No! We're not on the trailer.
Yes.
So I don't know.
I find that it helps to make direct eye contact and thumbs up, thumbs down. Yeah.
When I get anybody out, I always turn your lights off the boat ramp. Yeah, that's a big one. I always roll the window.
Farmers.
I always roll my window down.
Safe for work version.
If I get a buddy out who's by himself, I always lean out the window and I go, "Are you good?"
Yeah.
And we're good. Okay. Then when they say, "Oh, we're good," then if something happens post, "Are you good?" Yeah, we're good. It's not my fault. All I was doing was getting you out of the lake. I asked you, "Were we good?" And you said, "Yeah." And it comes up. So, turn off your headlights. My God.
No, make sure you keep the brights on.
Yeah, and high beam
All the way up. All the way up.
Make sure you run your light
And
bar.
that big ass light bar you got that you'd never used before, turn that on too.
Make sure you turn that on too. I cannot believe this past year. This past year was pretty bad about it. There have been many instances with a lot of people that I'm just like, whoa, dude, like we can't see
Yeah.
We can't even see the freaking curb.
Yep.
To line up to back our trailer down the water. Turn your headlights off.
I'm trying to think of
Seriously.
what boat ramp I was at on Lanier. It was like that.
All
last-
of them.
Could have been any of them. Like,
It was gosh.
Brain fart.
Yeah, absolute brain fart. Man, it was just because it was like dark and like 5 boats were just waiting in line to get out of the water. And everybody's just sitting there just blasting their lights when it's just like dark. And like, dude, I'm trying to back down this sketchy ramp right now. Please turn these off.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. It's you can't see anything. We need to set up a for Lanier specifically, and if any of you other guys got any of the other lakes that y'all fish that know boat ramps, we need to set up a GoFundMe for the Corps of Engineers because they're never going to do it. Let's get some of these lamp post lights replaced.
Please.
it'd be nice.
So you can see.
Give the local kids something to shoot at with their BB guns.
Yeah, but like, just seriously, dude. I don't know.
Hey, I'm just trying to keep kids off the streets.
Yeah, we ain't gonna do that far into it. We ain't gonna go down there right now. I was gonna tell a story about Toto Creek. I ain't gonna Bolden Mill.
We already mentioned Belton Bridge once.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Obviously, that's in Lanier, right?
Yeah, so, yeah.
LJ, are you still doing Taco Thursday?
Probably he's being here. Yeah, but see, we've gone way longer than we initially thought. But a lot of that stuff. Oh, look, there comes Farmer with Amical. Oh, that's the power companies. He's throwing the power company under the bus, and he works for them. They pay.
Well, you tell Sony EMC to get on the damn ball.
Amical Lola.
Not on Lanier.
I'm gonna come for that belt.
No,
I'm coming for the belt, LJ. I'm coming for it.
nothing like the buzz of those 10-year-old lights around. Yeah, bzzz. Yeah, those are pretty good. Yeah, when you roll at the Bolden Mill and you're going to fish a tournament, and there's a red Jeep Grand Cherokee over there in the dark on a Saturday morning, and everyone's loud and everyone's talking, and all of a sudden the light comes on inside the Cherokee, and the back door opens on the square body Jeep Grand Cherokee, and a naked man jumps out and opens up the front door. And after he closes the back door, when he opens the door, the lamp comes back on inside, and there's a woman topless trying to put a bra on.
Oh,
And yeah, it was great.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow,
Nice.
interesting.
Yeah.
when I was at Van Pew,
Usually, I'm just happy to find all my windows where I left them.
when I was at Van Pew, I was driving around because like their roundabout thing confused me, and I think I scared like 3 cars of teenagers who are all just and they're just blazing like just billows of smoke coming
Hot
out of their cars. Oh yeah, it smelled dank.
It's a little noisy.
Yeah, it was.
Look,
Crazy.
Dane Hunter,
There it is for you, Nate. There's the challenge.
I'm thinking I'm gonna go for 24. Like if I don't eat 24, I'm gonna be mad at myself.
Who does? Who does?
24 tacos.
Yeah, that's my
That's a
goal.
lot, dude. That's like diabetes. It's
Cardiac arrest.
I don't know if tacos can give you diabetes.
I don't know. That's a lot of carbs, dude.
That is it's a lot of trips in the bathroom the next day.
I gave up working the board.
Tyler's on fire.
I make no apologies.
Who's working the board? It says LJ.
Dude, Tyler is landing some freaking haymakers
Yeah.
tonight, dude. He's
What
killing
This
it.
Tyler.
He's killing it.
Yeah, that's 15. I could have went more, but I chose not to because they were getting nasty. They were scraping the bottom of the bowl. Those are some of those last 4 tacos I ate that night that I went and
Had a little extra flavor.
took the championship from what's his name?
Corey?
David Summers.
Oh, David.
When I initially come to that thing, those last camp of tacos were pretty watery.
Okay.
They were scraping the bottom of the bowl. Good Lord. We're not going to read that comment out loud. Gotta
do what you gotta do.
And paint some lines too. Paint some lines on some of these curbs.
Oh,
That would
right.
be a real good thing. How did all of a sudden we get into start complaining about everything?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know how we
I
got
don't
into
know.
complaining about
Bring us
Because
home.
advice
What taco place you
advice
go
turns
to?
to complaints real
Well,
quick.
there's several of them.
Yeah.
The
Well,
one that LJ and them go
used to
now,
go to. They used to go to Hacienda because
Hacienda.
Hacienda used to have
Hacienda was a gym.
all you can eat.
all you could eat tacos on Thursday. The one in Cumming doesn't anymore. I don't know about the one in Dawsonville.
Yeah.
Now they're going to a different taco place in Dawsonville.
James,
Palapas.
They're going to Palapas.
where you going, LJ?
Oh God, Brian Mark Houston said
It's
Well,
Tyler's fault.
oh,
Yes,
well.
it is.
All right, so we appreciate you guys joining us for this one though. So we're gonna get ready to take us home. Remember, starting next week, going on after that, we're gonna have these are going to try to be just a little bit shorter, a little bit of a new look for these live wells. So we appreciate all you guys that are watching. We appreciate y'all's support. And happy 2023. Hopefully next Thursday night, we will be able to also say go Dogs with another back-to-back national championship. Hopefully, don't forget it'll be Monday.
2 times.
Dogs
I
versus
know.
frogs.
Monday.
I'm gonna watch it.
Two-time
We're gonna
back-to-back.
launch that boat.
In Kirby we trust.
We're gonna launch
And
that
Kirby,
boat.
we trust. And Stenson, you
we-
trust.
we-
Console skiffs turn
Yeah.
into a luxury yacht.
What about that call out on Stetson? He's like, he's got to play better.
He does. He
Oh,
does
he-
have to play back.
Yeah, he does have to play
Threw him
better.
under the bus, dude. This is crazy.
I can't believe-
He's the first
You know, out of that whole, that was probably
quarter.
the best day of college football.
That was.
Oh, it was
Those games were unbelievable.
I think
Even the
everyone-
Alabama
I-
game.
I think
was good.
everyone can agree
Except
that
Michigan lost.
Saturday this past weekend was some of
the
the
best football.
best day of
Yes.
college football we've seen in a long time.
And man, I feel bad for Michigan now.
Me too. Me
That
too.
was
a wild one, man.
a wild one.
That was
Oh,
I
it's
don't
insane.
think they even had a chance in that game, though.
I know. The comeback. I mean, I thought it was dead.
Yeah, exactly. So, guys, we appreciate you guys. I'll be here tomorrow. You guys come see me if you ain't doing anything.
Get some Zoom.
Come get some new Zoom products that we have in store. Come get them. So, you guys, we appreciate you guys. We will see you guys next week. Don't forget, hopefully Tuesday, either me and Dane Hunter or me and Danny, don't know yet. We will be live. We'll be fishing somewhere. Don't know, but we will be live. You guys make sure you turn into our YouTube channel, Fish North Georgia. Hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you know when we go live on anything and upload anything whatsoever. Don't forget, subscribe to the Patreon. Got some videos coming out this weekend. I've already recorded 2. I have not released them. I'll be releasing them this weekend. You guys be good. I appreciate all of you guys. Love you. We'll see you guys. Have a fantastic weekend. Go do some fishing.
Do it.
Go do some fishing. Seriously. You guys be good. See you on the next one.
Go Tigers.
Yeah.
Huh?
Go